my name is Doug, and I want to welcome you to Titus, where our solutions enable you to shift gears to user-driven security. Yes, they're full of race car puns here. In fact, it can be a real race to protect your data before it's compromised. Well, today, you're about to witness a race between two highly trained drivers. In fact, I just trained them a moment ago. So, as this race unfolds over here, you'll learn how putting users in the driver's seat helps protect sensitive data. So now it's time for this race to actually begin over here, and you'll be able to watch the action right here on the picture-in-picture. But in the meantime, while they're racing to win over here, I'm going to give you a chance to win as well. So for those of you just joining us, get your keypads ready because you're having your first challenge question right now. In the world of auto racing, what is drafting? A, recruiting new drivers. B, following closely behind another car. C, adding fans to cool an engine. Or D, including adult beverages in a race party. I guess you get bonus points for answering D, but it's not quite correct. Alright, let's see what you got up here. And it looks like, great, 67% of you got it correct when you chose following closely behind another car. But who was the first? Keypad 23, where are you? Hey, nicely done. Well, let's talk about this metaphor and how it relates to auto racing. Alright. Now, race cars engaged in drafting are following closely behind another car, as you see here. And they do this to conserve and manage a valuable asset, fuel. Well, that's one of your major responsibilities, isn't it? Managing one of your company's valuable assets, in your case, data. It fuels your business, which can be put at risk if data is inadvertently disclosed. Well, furthermore, you need to maintain the trust of your customers and workers, which means protecting information to respect customer privacy. Of course, if a race car springs a leak in its gas tank, it's going to lose the race. And if your company suffers a data leak, you too will lose. Now, it might be public embarrassment or loss of business. It might be expensive litigation and even fines or corporate sanctions. All bad. And that's why you need a simple way to protect your intellectual property and ensure that it's not going to be shared outside your organization or with the wrong groups within your organization. Protection is what Titus provides through user-driven security. Now, I'll be telling you a little bit more about that in a second, but first let's check in with our ladies here to see how far they've driven. All right. Or if they're hey, we're driving on the grass. Very good, Georgia. All right, there we go. I think in sort of weaving. I won't ask what you had for breakfast. We'll just, before we get seasick, we'll just go ahead and give our second challenge question. You're on your second lap, though. Pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and see the second challenge question for the audience. Get your keypads ready. What is a lollipop man? A, the pit crew member who holds up signs for the driver. B, the graphic artist who paints the cars. C, a vendor at a car race. Or D, someone who has a sweet ride. Okay, you'll have 5 seconds to answer starting now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and how'd the audience do? Hey, 64% of them got it correct. Kudos to this person down here, though, just for their sense of humor, okay? Let's see, who was the fastest to get it right? Keypad 21. Hey, nicely done, okay. Well, let's talk about the lollipop man here. There's the lollipop. Some of you didn't know that the lollipop man signals important information to the race car driver in the pit, such as where to stop and when it's okay to go. He is the key in guiding the team's overall success. Now, in a similar way, having a guide that lets users know how to proceed with their email is key to your company's success. Titus offers that guide. It's an email security solution called Titus Aware. Now, this is a user-driven solution that protects you from inadvertent data breaches by validating emails for policy violations and regulatory compliance before they leave the desktop. Yeah, so users are educated on policy and through notifications are given the ability to remediate data breaches before they actually happen. So the result is enhanced info sharing and improved productivity since users get instant feedback if they're in violation. So messages don't sit in the quarantine, but rather everything keeps right on track. All right, and because Titus Aware integrates seamlessly into Microsoft Outlook, users can continue to work in their very familiar email environment, sharing the right information with the right people. And that is what we mean by user-driven security.